Well, Sonos has seen huge growth during the pandemic, and now it is betting big on a post-pandemic future. The smart speaker maker setting a target of $2.3 billion in annual revenue by fiscal 2024. That is nearly double the revenue it generated last year. Let's bring in Patrick Spence. He is the CEO of Sonos. We've also got Yahoo Finance's Brian Sozzi joining in on the conversation. Patrick, it's great to have you on today. No question, you are one of those companies that has seen a huge bump as a result of so many of us spending so much time at home. But as you start to see more and more people get vaccinated, people returning to the office, how do you see some of those habits shifting?
Yeah, thanks for having me back. And it's been a transformational year. That's why we felt it was so important that we also kind of set the stage for the future. And really what we've tried to do is give people an appreciation for the huge opportunity that's in front of us. And, yesterday, not only did we do that, but we also talked about a new product that we introduced called Roam, which takes people outside the home. So our first ultra portable product. So now it's pretty well perfectly timed, because as people start to leave their home and gather again, they can bring Roam to bring that great Sonos experience they've enjoyed at home over the last year with them as they join with friends and family. So we're super excited about that and super excited about this long-term opportunity.
Patrick, let's stay outside the home. I was trolling Twitter today, and I see some images of Sonos speakers in inAudi. Can you confirm you are working with Audi, and when do those products start to hit market?
Yeah, Brian, you and I have talked a lot about these other audio categories. Yesterday we talked about the fact that we've only penetrated 7% of the $18 billion premium home audio segment, but that there's this greater $90 billion home audio or audio opportunity more broadly when you start to get into other categories. And auto is one of those. And so, yesterday I mentioned the fact that we have partnered with Audi. You'll see the very first Sonos in-car experience with the Q4 e-tron a little later this year. And so that's something we're going to be sharing more details on in the future, but you can bet it's going to be part of a broader picture of how you bring the Sonos sound experience beyond the home.
I'm also interested by this move to go into portable speakers here, because it seems like a pretty crowded space. So what do you think is the best path forward to really differentiate Sonos from some of the other bigger players, including the smart speaker space, to get consumers to go with you guys over some of the other players?
Yeah, I have to smile, Zach, because that's exactly, we've disrupted the audio space over the last 19 years. And one of the things I really hit on for investors is the fact that we are the story of software eating audio. And so really we've used software, it's 2/3 of our engineering team, to differentiate and really bring the connectivity to the cloud, apps, really this next generation of streaming together in the home. And now we're taking that same mentality outside of the home with what you see with Roam here. So you can bring all of that great experience outside the home. And so we don't think this is going to be like all of those other products that often get left in a drawer, right, or disposed of, or those kind of things. Just like our other Sonos products, we expect this to last for years. And we've even introduced some very cool, unique features like Sound Swap, which allow you to take the speaker, bring it close to one of your other Sonos speakers, and actually swap the music, which is super cool. So it's all part of our ecosystem. And this is a really unique way of going into that ultra portable market.
Patrick, could you put a number on how large your total addressable market is now? Because your guidance you put out through 2024 was larger, really just bigger than what you had back in 2018. So you raised that guidance. How big is your market now?
Yeah, Brian, that was a really important thing that we wanted to share with investors, right? Is the fact that this is a massive market. So, we really play today in that $18 billion home premium segment, and we've got about 7% of that. So even in that segment alone, we have a ton of opportunity. But we're even more excited about the $90 billion total audio market. So as you start to get into auto, the portable Roam product, as you think about other areas of audio, and that's what we aspire to do. We aspire to actually be out there and play in all areas of audio. And so it's a massive opportunity. We also talked about the fact that there are 116 million homes out there that we think we address today with our solutions, and we're only in 9% of them. So we have a long, long runway, and that's what we really wanted to frame for people.
Patrick, we've seen so many sectors flag the supply chain issues that they've had to deal with, particularly around the global chip shortage. And I wonder how you're navigating some of those hiccups. How significantly is Sonos affected, and how are you adjusting things, if so?
Yeah, it's been a challenging year on that front. Our team has done an incredible job. So each of the last 3 quarters, we've come in ahead of where we expected to be. And that's thanks really to the amazing work of our supply chain and business operations team that has been, really chasing supply and trying to catch up with the demand that we're seeing. So there's challenges every single day as we go through this. We've been at it 19 years. I think we have the best team in the world. So we've done a pretty good job of handling it. And, we know that we're going to have to continue to deal with those challenges. And I think we're up for the task.
Patrick, you're also still dealing with Google with regard to some patents. Can you remind us some key dates that are coming up on this battle? And have you built in any outcomes in this longer term guidance of yours?
Yeah, so we have not put anything around intellectual property and what we expect, eventually in the future to potentially win from cases like that, or some of the licensing that we're doing. That is not, built into the model that we've put for long-term guidance, because there's just a lot of uncertainty there. So the next milestone to watch is in early to mid-May. There should be a ruling from the International Trade Commission around the case that we've launched against Google. And then we also have a case against Google in the United States that'll go to trial next summer as well. But really the next major date for people to watch is that early to mid-May date.
All right, the CEO of Sonos, Patrick Spence, along with Yahoo Finance's Brian Sozzi there for us. Appreciate you both taking the time today.